lunchtime stretch. Today is a calf focused lunchtime stretch. Lots of us are getting tight calves from all the walking and running and things we're doing, so it's important we take some time to stretch them out. What we're going to do is we're going to pair one of my favourite calf stretches, which is the calf march, which is where we're in the yoga pike position, walking the heels into the floor. I like it because it's got kind of a dynamic nature to it. You can also hold it for a little bit longer if you want to get a nice long stretch. We're going to pair the calf march with other exercises. So it's going to go calf march, something else, calf march, something else. And what we're going to find by the end of the workout, hopefully the calves are nice and loose, as well as the rest of the body, because we're adding some other stretches in as well. So let's get stuck in. Starting with the calf march, 10 each side. Just take your time, really walk those heels into the floor. And then from there, we're going to walk ourselves back into a deep squat and then stand up. I'm going to do this 5 times. So nice squat down, feeling the stretch through the hips. Walk the hands out. You can dip the hips down if you want a little bit, just to get a bit of a hip flexor stretch. And then walk yourself back in. Just taking your time to stretch everything out. Go for one more. Okay, and then we're back to our calf march. 10 on each side. If you can, just walk those feet in a little bit. Try and increase that stretch. And then from there, we're going to step through into a nice groiner stretch. So, knee down, feeling the stretch on the hip flexor. If you can, just get that knee away from your upper body. And then switch. Again, push that knee away. Feel that stretch right through the hips. Hold for a few seconds. And then switch again. And switch. Obviously, how far you can bring your foot up is dependent on your limb length, your flexibility. So just go with whatever's comfortable for you. One more time on each side. And then one last time on the calf march before we mix it up with something else. So really walk those heels into the floor. Okay, step through, stretch those arms out because I'll be feeling that a little bit. We're going to a nice wide stance now for some Cossack squats. Push that knee out as well on this. Hopefully the groiners that we did initially have helped loosen the hips up enough that now you should be able to sink into those Cossacks. You'll also find with a Cossack squat, because the knee's travelling forward, we're going to get that nice stretch through the ankle as well. So by putting these Cossack squats after all those calf marches, we should have prepped ourselves really nicely for them. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pair this one in with a slightly different exercise. So rather than keep coming back to the calf march, we're now going to go to a wall pike. So hands on the wall, about shoulder height, pushing the hips back, trying to extend the head in between the elbows. Bend the knees just a little bit. Keep the back straight, so you're pushing the hips back and stretching into that movement. A couple more of these. and then we're going to go into some hip circles. So nice and slow, hip up, out to the side, switch sides, hip up, out to the side. Don't rush these. Trying to keep the hips level, everything engaged. Try not to lose your balance. It's harder when you go slow. You have to recruit a lot more muscle to balance rather than just relying on your momentum. So you're really trying to draw the biggest arc you can with your knee each time. Okay, back to that wall pike again. So hands shoulder width, push the hips back, sink down in between. One more. And then into some shoulder rolls now. So nice and small ones to start with, and then slowly make them bigger and bigger. So shrug those shoulders up, push those shoulders back, and let them drop down. So build up a little bit of tension and let it all go. Nice and smooth. Squeeze those shoulder blades together at the back and back down again. And then what we're going to do, we're going to do one last one on the wall pipe, one last one on the calf march, and that should be a nice sort of 8, 9, 10 minute sequence that you can run through if your upper body's a little tight, and if especially those calves need a little bit of TLC. So, one last wall pipe before our final calf march. Shake those arms out. Okay, final calf march. So, should feel really loose now. We'll walk those feet in, stretch everything out. Last few reps. Stand up, shake everything out, check in with yourself, hopefully feeling good, loose, ready to tackle the day. That was your lunchtime stretch. Have a great one.